Okay guys, we're going to talk about margin in this video, like how to have a healthy, good margin. And the reason most businesses fail is because they don't have enough margin. It's in every business that you go through that like goes for even restaurants, marketing agencies, service-based businesses, any business in the world, the number one thing is margin, okay? How you can make the most margin out of, all your products and services. That's really the aim of the game. I wouldn't really worry about anything else. Like obviously you can have a really good product, but if you don't have good margins, your business is just it's just like a ticking time bomb. It's going to collapse, going to go bankrupt. So how can you fix this? So the first thing you can do is charge more for your products. By the way, I'm just going off the top of my head. So if there's big pauses in here, just know that I'm just trying to think about what to say, okay? So yeah, margin. You got to charge premium prices for your products. I see this across every business in the world. The businesses that are like always the best are the ones that are able to charge the most, okay? For example, Apple, they get their iPhones for under $100 and they charge $1,000 or something, and their margin is like $1,000. That will cover all marketing costs and everything. And yeah, it just people just see the value in that. Like it's like same with Louis Vuitton bags, designer bags. They have great margin, and that's why they're still around today, okay? All designer brands are all still around today because of their margin, okay? You see a lot of businesses that just go down, especially restaurants and a lot of brick and mortar businesses. They usually have really low margins, like anything from like ice cream shops to like just any restaurant. Like most restaurants would be probably operating at around like, I would say either breaking even, losing a little bit of money, or like making enough to like cover their salary, okay? And restaurants are a lot of hard work as well, okay? The way I deal with creating a high margin is I always like to charge premium prices, but the thing is, you can't just up the price, okay? Like obviously sometimes in some cases you might be able to up the price and things might go well, but most scenarios, if you up the price, you will get less sales. So the way I like to deal with this is that I get my AOV to like quite high as well, just for one product. So one order, and some people like spend even up to $400 sometimes. But this is just the average across all the sales across like 7,000 sales. On average, people spend around $100 on a website. Okay, and the reason that they do this is because they see the value in my product. And how I can make my product more valuable is that obviously I have my base model product, okay? But my base model product. So how can you I always think about like how if I was to charge $1,000 for this product, which I probably couldn't, what would I put in it? What do I put in it? What would I add to it? What would I talk about? How would the packaging look? It really all comes down to perception, okay? When it comes to charging more for prices. Obviously, you need to have good photos on your website, premium photos. But pretty much what I did was I got my base product, I added more things to it, I added more features, more extra products, more upsells, just things to make the product, enhance the product experience, okay? So that's the way I'm able to charge more for my products, is just adding things that don't add things that will add, huge cost to your margins. Add things that don't cost that much, but to them, they see the value in it, okay? And I do this across the board. I have another small business where when I first launched the brand, I was selling a $35 product, and that margin, even though I was getting the product for $3 and then $5 shipped, my margin was like it was like probably $8 to $10 to ship the product out, and I was making $25 per product. And I can't get a customer for $25 these days because ad costs are going up, and it's hard to get customers that. So what I had to do was just like bundle products together, add new products, make an actually like a kit. So I made more of a 3-in-1 kit for this product, and the AOV went from 35 all the way to $75, because obviously you still get some people ordering the $35 product just on its own, just because that's all they're going to spend. Also, another thing you can do to increase it is spend a certain amount to get over, like for example, like spend over $50 to get free shipping, okay, or a free gift. The free gift one, I don't know, it's okay, but instead of free gift, I'd probably say just like gift wrapping or something like that, something that's really cheap that just adds more value to the product. And another way you can charge more is having premium packaging. So just making your packaging feel seamless, okay, and your product feel like really high quality. That's the other way you can charge more for your products. And yeah, the margin for e-commerce is slowly shrinking because every product in e-commerce is a commodity, or it can be copied. Every product can be copied to an extent, and once someone sees you're making money with a certain product, it's just going to be a fight to the bottom, okay? It's going to be a fight to the bottom, and when you fight all the way to the bottom, that's when pretty much all of you guys will go out of business. Why do you think all the big designer brands are charging more for their products? Because they don't want to compete with the people undercutting everyone at the start. They want to charge more and more. Every year they probably up the price of all their bags and stuff. For example, I didn't know, but my girlfriend was talking about Chanel bags, okay? And apparently Chanel bags used to be like, I don't know, they used to be like $2,000-$3,000, but now there's Chanel bags that are like $16,000, $19,000. And it's just getting worse and worse, you know what I mean? And you know what's crazy? People still want to buy it because, yeah, people still want to buy these bags at those prices. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just that's how these big brands keep getting bigger and making more money. And another way to charge more is if someone has a particular problem and you solve that problem and you're the only one that can solve that problem the way they want it solved, you can charge more because they're willing to pay any price to fix their problem, okay? That's another way you can charge more. But gone are the days where you probably still could sell it, but I don't see the point. It's a dying business. You have to deal with so many customers, but charging under $20 or even under $30 for a product, even $40 for a product, I probably wouldn't do. I wouldn't want to do any unless you're selling some supplement and you're betting that the customer will stay for 12 months. You can probably do that, but to do that, you'd probably be losing money on the first purchase, and I don't like starting businesses that are not profitable on the first purchase. All my brands are profitable on the first purchase just because I like it that way. Obviously, LTV is good. Like for people that don't know what LTV is, it's lifetime value of a customer. So pretty much there's a lot of brands out there that are willing to spend, let's say their product's $50. Okay, there's brands willing to spend at a loss or break even. Like to get a customer, they'll probably spend $60, so they'll be negative $10 for every purchase they get. So they probably have to have a lot of capital as well. But they're betting that the customer will stay with them for 3-4, like a few months, so they will be profitable in 4 months' time, like in a 4-month cycle. But I don't like to teach people to start these type of businesses just because they require a lot of capital, and when you're just starting out, it's stupid. Like I see so many people that start a business and think they can just make it work somehow, but you're not going to make it work because you're going to make no profit. And I see a lot of people that start a small business or any business to make money. If you're starting a business to make money, yes, you're going to make money like eventually, but a lot of it is just like you won't be making like a huge amount of money, you know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people come into business with the wrong mindset of just thinking they're just going to be rich. It just doesn't work like that. It takes time. And building a business is really just a journey, you know what I mean? It's just you're doing it for the journey. Like I do it for the journey, even though I'm making money now. I've been in the game for years now. It takes time, and yeah, eventually you can sell and exit these brands. But yeah, it's just a lot of people are betting on the exit. It's good to bet on the exit, but sometimes things can go wrong. Like for example, there was a brand that was doing really well. They were selling I can't say the product, but they were selling a product in the children space, like children toys space, and their business was going really well because they were riding off of a trend, and they were going to exit for a really large. They wanted to exit for a really large multiple, like multi 7 figures, and but they didn't decide to exit when it was at its peak, like at this really big trend. Like they didn't want to exit there. And what happened was it started going on the downtrend, okay? Like the product, no one really wanted the product anymore. The trend was dying off, and the business was going downhill, you know what I mean? And once you want to sell a business that's going downhill and downward trend, the multiple of selling that business I think it went from like multiple 7 figures all the way to 6 figures. Like obviously they can still sell it for quite a bit, but it's just that you have to find the right timing to exit your business. You can't just exit your business just because everything's going to shit, okay? So if you want to exit your business when everything's going to shit, that means you're probably not going to get as much as you would hope for. So you have to make sure when you do exit a business that if you want that really big multiple, you have to make sure all the systems are in place, your business is running smoothly, it's not really going on a downward trend, it's idling. That's how you want to position your brand for an exit. If you're just exiting just because you want to throw your problems onto someone else, they're probably not going to pay a big multiple for it, because why would they want your problems, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. But the businesses that do sell for a lot are the businesses that have really high margin, very healthy profit, and they see a lot of potential with it. Like for example, I used to sell like all these, I wouldn't say shitty products, I would say gimmicky plastic products that they're very trendy. It was like those galaxy lamps. I used to sell those really well. There was like an astronaut lamp. I sold that pretty decently. I sold a Valentine's necklace that was nice. Like it had a rose on it and stuff like that. But it feels low quality. You know what I mean? Like you can't sell these businesses because they're just gimmicks. They're just like riding a trend. So the brands that I build today, they're more they're more solid. You know what I mean? I don't sell trends anymore. I don't sell like I'll see a product that would, that I know that I could easily sell really well and make really good ads for. But I would see it's really easy to make money off this. But I just don't. I see the product now and I think I could just make a quick cash grab with that. But I know that I would just probably get all my ad accounts banned, payment processes on hold. Like I could just, yeah, I could easily run up a store, but it just doesn't excite me anymore because I know that it's just gonna be like a pump and dump kind of store for a month, and then you might do like 300K in revenue, but then you profit maybe 10%, which is like 30 grand. Like it's just, and you go through all that trouble just to set up a store and everything for only 30 grand. It's just not worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I rather build like a real brand, and then I could probably do 30 grand in a day now, just because I can do new product launches and my brand's actually reputable now. Like people are willing to spend a lot more money on my website, and I won't get like a ton of chargebacks, and I have fast shipping as well. But yeah, the main point of this video is margin. You need to have healthy margins to have a successful business, because if you're only relying, and another thing is, if you're only relying on paid ads, if that goes away, your business will probably go away as well. And with this brand here, this is just one of my brands, but with this brand here, it's everything is paid ads. So if my ad account gets banned, or I have an email list and stuff, but yeah, everything is paid ads. I don't post anything on organic social. The thing is, I don't really see a return on organic social. Maybe the next brand I start, I will try and focus on organic, but I would always just go back to paid ads. Paid ads is it's just so much easier. You just make one video. Obviously there's brands out there that say they test like 100 videos a week, but to be honest, my goal isn't to get to 100 million in a month. Like I'm just trying to get to a mil a month, and to get to a mil a month, you don't need that much creative. You just need you don't need that much creative. You need a decent amount of creative, but you don't need 100 creatives a week or something. Like I'm talking like 100 brand new creators. Obviously you can do like 100 videos, like little variations and stuff, but I don't really count that as a new video. Okay. But yeah, because I can make 40 videos off of one creative, you know what I mean? Yeah. The main thing is, whatever you're doing in business, make sure you have a healthy margin and figure out how you can charge more. And yeah, and try and enjoy the journey. Stay patient. I always try to tell myself, like, try to figure out what to do while you're just waiting for that exit or something like that. Just enjoy, keep growing, find something to do, work out or something. But yeah, I don't want to go too in depth, but the video is getting a little bit too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.